Today I'm going to be talking about the 14th Amendment and its reception in the United States. This amendment was added to the Constitution after the Civil War and is one of the most important Reconstruction amendments. It changed how the U.S. defines citizenship, equality, and rights. The ideas still matter till this day. In this presentation, I'll explain what the amendment is, its purpose, and how it's received in the North and the South, and its long-term impact. After the Civil War, the U.S. entered a period called Reconstruction, a time to rebuild the country and bring the southern states back into the Union. Even though slavery was abolished by the 13th Amendment, many southern states created black codes to limit the freedom of African Americans, aka former slaves. Congress wanted to make sure all citizens were treated equally under the law, especially newly freed African Americans. To do this, they created the 14th Amendment in 1866, which was officially ratified July 9th, 1868. It became a key part of protecting civil rights and shaping modern America today. What the 14th Amendment says. The 14th Amendment guarantees citizenship and equal protection to everyone born or naturalized in the U.S. It means the states cannot take away anyone's life, liberty, or property without due process of law, and they must treat everyone equally under the law. This amendment overturned the Supreme Court Dred Scott versus Stafford decision, which said African Americans could not be citizens. It officially made formerly enslaved people citizens and ensured that they had the same right as others. Overall, the 14th Amendment made equality a permanent part of the Constitution. Purpose and impact. It ensured equal citizens and legal protection. It gave Congress power to enforce civil rights. It laid down the foundation for future civil rights rulings, like Brown versus Board of Education. The main purpose of the 14th Amendment was to protect the rights of freed African Americans and make equality a legal standard in every state. It gave the federal government power to stop states from discriminating or violating people's rights. Immediately after its passage, it helped newly freed people gain citizenship and legal protection. In the long term, it became basis for major civil rights cases like Brown versus Board of Education, 1954, which ended segregation. The amendment continues to influence how we define justice and fairness in America. The reaction in the North. They were overall supportive, seen as completing the Union's war goals. Abolitionists and Republicans celebrated it. The Northern reaction to the 14th Amendment was mostly positive. Many Northerners saw it as a final step to secure the results of the Civil War and ensure equality for African Americans. The Republican-controlled Congress strongly supported it, especially radical Republicans who wanted full rights for freed men. A lot of Northern citizens viewed it as victory for justice and freedom. However, not all Northerners agreed. Some worried it would create social tension or shift political powers. Overall, the North's reaction was largely supportive because they believed it strengthened the democracy and national unity. The reaction of the North. Southern states strongly opposed. Many refused to ratify initially. White supremacists and former Confederates resisted. It led to tensions during the Reconstruction era. It brought about things like Jim Crow laws and black codes. The South's reaction was the opposite. Most Southern states strongly opposed the 14th Amendment. They saw it as an attack on states' rights and punishment for the North after losing the Civil War. Many Southerners resented that the amendment gave full citizenship and rights to formerly enslaved people. At first, Every former Confederate state except Tennessee refused to ratify it. Because of this, Congress made ratifying the amendment a condition for rejoining the Union. To Southerners, it symbolized Northern control, but over time it became a permanent part of the U.S. law. The long-term effects. It's used in major Supreme Court cases to this day. It's the basis for modern civil rights, race, gender, and sexuality. It's still debated over states' rights versus federal power. The 14th Amendment continues to impact today, and it's become the foundation for many major Supreme Court decisions that expanded civil rights. Cases like Brown versus the Board of Education, Roe v. Wade, were all based on the 14th Amendment's principles. It also protects immigrant rights, voting rights, and access to education. This amendment made equal protection under the law one of the most important ideas in American democracy. Its influence has lasted for more than 150 years, shaping what equality means in every single generation and those to come. My conclusion. The 14th Amendment transformed American citizenship. It's met with hope and hostility, and it continues to shape American law and equality today. The 14th Amendment guarantees citizenship, due process, and equal protection for everyone. At first, it was controversial, but over time, it helped create a more fair and equal society amongst all. It continues to influence laws, court cases, and civil rights movements today. The amendment reminds us that equality is an ongoing promise, one that continues to define America. The 14th Amendment transformed what freedom and justice means in the United States. Thank you.